Hello guys. Yeah, I'm late and I'm late and I have to go soon. But I wanted to do a short stream anyway. Let's jump right into it without wasting time. Let's go. Hello. Hello. Yeah, I have to go because I have an appointment tonight with some friends and we meet a bit early, so we meet at 7, right? So I think I can stay maximum 1 hour. But anyway, we can do this. We can do this. Pam pam para pam. Okay, here we are. Hello. Yeah, unfortunately it will be a short stream. So, first thing I want to do, I want to reproduce the problem. I think we can reproduce the problem with Journey and see if that happens also on my machine. Hopefully, yes. Also, one thing that we can do, we can reduce the number of levels. We don't need all these files, all these maps, right? We don't. So I will reduce the number a bit. Going under maps, I think we can delete what? I think we can delete pretty much everything except the main. Yeah, the main. Let me just see, because podium we need just the main C team. Okay, let's do this. Okay, let's try to start now. We needed the ID of Journey, which I think is that one actually. So let me see. Journey, Journey, no, it's this now. Okay, it's this number. So I think we can restart it this way. So basically what happens, right, which is very strange. Some NPC are not getting the proper traits. And I don't fully understand why. So, and Hamel is also a good example, right? So Hamel is only the hair color defined on him, right? Has only the gray color defined on him. But for whatever reason, so he should take the default traits that are defined in the base 3D model. But for some reason it doesn't, right? And I would like to understand why, because this is not... Hello, Mike. Hello. Hello, Hula. Hey, welcome. By the way, did you guys like the last release? Do you have any comment on the last release, on what I did, and did you like it? I mean, some feedback is always nice, you know? I released it on Tuesday, I think. Oh, I am this guy. I am this guy. I mean, it's about the same. Let's be this guy. Hello, Mats. Hey, sorry, I didn't answer to you because today's it's a bit of a busy day, but sorry for that. But to answer you, yes, I'm well, and everything is fine. Only the stream will be a short stream because I have to go at some friend's house tonight, and so they decided to meet a bit early at 7, so it's not very close to me. It's like 40 minutes or so, so I have to stop the stream probably in 1 hour from now. But yeah, all is good. About your PC, well, I think Yeah, about your PC, I think you need really to fix that. That's important. Yeah, I see. So let's teleport to Amel and see. Hello, Resildren. Hi. It's great. A new release. Okay, thank you. You love the car. Did you see Listarindel with all the new furniture and stuff, and the main hall of Listarindel, right? I think that is also nice. So basically what happened, apart from the fact that this guy does not have a beard, right? And is already strange. Right? This guy is missing the beard, you see? Completely. So it's transparent though. Now the beard is a default. So and also the hair are different. So my feeling is that something is happening when we send a trait to this character and they actually get messed up in terms of sequence or numbers or whatever. And so he's trying to keep a beard that doesn't exist, right? Strangely enough, it doesn't happen with the hair, but what we have seen is that if we kill this NPC and we reload it, yep, you see, he changed his hairstyle. So that's crazy. That's completely crazy. I don't know how it's possible. I don't know how it's possible. I don't know if it's due to the visual equipment. I don't think so. But actually, now that I think about it, right, it started to happen after I put the visual equipment on. Right? And this is a visual equipment. This axe on his back is visual, like this sack on my back, right? So maybe let's do this. Let's try to remove the visual equipment that I can do, because I can remove this, and then I can kill reload. Oh wow. What? There were two? I don't know. Every time you reload him. Every time you reload him is changing hair for whatever. So, okay, so what we have to do, we have to check, first of all, server side, when the traits are sent to the character, right, to the client. And second, by the way, hello everyone joining, hello. I see 6 people on Twitch, 2 on YouTube, hello. It's nice to have you here. Unfortunately today will be a shorter stream. Maybe I can stream later tonight, right? Because I don't think I will come back very, very late. I think I will come back... Well, it will be anyway after midnight, I guess, because it takes me 40 minutes. So even if we stop at 11 something, I will be here after midnight, so... maybe not. We will see. But anyway... let me see if there is a send trait function somewhere. No, set the trait for location. I think this... because it's replicated. Yeah. So what we do... Now I remember. So what we do, we basically set the traits, and the trait gets replicated on the client, and then we switch it, right? We can also do it manually, by the way. Interesting. But I don't think we want to test that now. I don't think we want to test the command, right? I think we just want Yeah, the initial one, right? So that is the initial one. That is the initial trade that is getting sent. I'm trying to understand what is the easiest way, right, to debug this, because in theory, so this is populating an array of traits, right? Which is link traits if there are link traits, or just the traits variable. And then this traits variable as an on-wrap, right? Unfortunately here I cannot. Exactly. And it is replicated using on-wrap set traits, right? So this is the function that actually replicates it to the client. And we also have the number of traits. Okay, we also have the number of traits that are replicated. So maybe that we can check, right? We can check. So if I set the server log, if I set the server log of log temp to verbose, right? Okay. And now, yeah, but that is happening client side, unfortunately. So no, I would not see it. Let's try anyway, but I think I will not see it. Setting traits on client. On client receives, yeah, setting traits on client. Unfortunately, it doesn't tell us. No, because it needs to be verbose on the client to actually print this out. Yeah. Yep. Set trait on wrap. Set trait on wrap anyway is a blueprint implementable event. It's strange that this one is not. But we can change it. We can print out on the client, you know, what is going on. I think that the problem should be on the client. I don't know, but we will see. Did you get in any problem, Resildren, with the new encumbrance system? So is the encumbrance really working now? Or encumbrance, how you say in English? So the fact that if you have a lot of items on you, right, you cannot really carry them. And the same if you are on the mount. I think someone should test that, because I tested it a bit on my side, but I didn't test it too much, and so I'm not sure if that is really the case. Okay. So we need to check. So that function is going through what? Is going through. It's going through player controller, eh? No, it's not. It's going through PS character. So this happens on the client. In fact, we see this. We see setting traits on client, right? And here we loop for each one. But then inside of this we have no printouts, right? I removed all the printouts, I guess. But I would like to put it. I would like to have a printout now. Putting a printout on all is a bit of a mess, but I think we can just print out, you know, here at the beginning. I don't know if we have an easy way to print this, but somehow we have to. Somehow we have to. So let's try to print it out. So we want to see what happens on the client side, right? We want to see why this thing is wrong. So we will have a set trait. I think we want to print out the UID, which is the easiest to identify which trait is being considered. Then we will print out the location, which hopefully gets printed out as a string. Then we want to see the mesh. Well, I mean, when we have the UID in theory, but let's see, maybe it's getting messed up. I don't know, which is very strange. I don't think so. Well, okay, let's print the mesh. And let's print the texture, right? So that we have pretty much everything. And we will print the mesh and the texture, right? Yes. I mean, definitely something that I have changed, right? Because he was not doing this, right? He was not doing this. So it's something that I have changed. I don't know if it's by race, but you know, Lemur and Stonehammer are both doing this, which is very, 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 very strange. Very, 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 very strange. Very, 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 very strange. I noticed a bit today. I'll put it to the test. I noticed stamina is more aligned when loaded down and running. I ran across the point. I'm too tired. I need to rest. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think a bit of balancing there is needed. For sure. For sure. Balancing is a completely other chapter, you know, of our of our developments, but balancing definitely will be needed. I'm sure. I'm sure it will be needed. Okay, now to search into this mess, I think we can just search through the log. We need a client log. Where is it? Yeah. And we need a set trait, which hopefully... set trait. This was on the der gear, I think, when we actually were loading in the I mean, why is doing it continuously? That's very weird. But this is me. This is definitely me. And then there should be... You see this? 0, 0, 0, 0, 101, 0, 0, 0. So what it's doing... Yeah, but even if this happens, right? Okay, so this is our first indication that something is wrong, right? Definitely. Because instead of sending only the one trait, we are... Well, but in theory, it may be okay, actually, because we are sending all the traits for all the locations. So if there is no trait, it should just use the default, right? While is resetting to a 0 trait, which is very strange. Okay, let me copy this. Let me copy this, right? So this is the stone hammer loading in, right? And we put now the question is, if I reload and wait, and let me see if there is anything after this, right? Because this is, I think, relevant. Is there anything happening after 1732? No. Okay, so that's the last setting of the traits, right? Hello, Yoko. That is said that do not set exhausted when falling down, but I still lose physical stamina while falling. Or they might understand the release notes. I don't remember how I fixed that one. If it was... No, in theory, when you're falling down... No, I mean, you are losing stamina, because I decided that you lose stamina while you're falling. But you don't switch to exhausted mode, which actually was stopping you mid-air. That's the way I fixed it. So if we reload this guy, ridiculous. He actually changed this. Wait a second, because I have to choose the... Wait a second. Maybe I can make the note a bit clearer, but yes, so you, yeah, so you don't get exhausted anymore, so that's the idea. $101, but we send the same trait. How can it change? Just ridiculous. So actually, we send exactly the same trait. Okay. Okay, so basically what I see is that we are sending the proper data, but the client is doing the wrong thing, right? So we are definitely sending the proper data, even if I don't know, because this character is not being reloaded. Well, yes, it's been reloaded. Yeah, it's the reload that. Okay, so the question is then why is changing his hairstyle and why is not keeping the beard, right? That is very, very, very strange. Also because you see this, if location is none, right? If location is none, in theory we do nothing, right? And here we have plenty of location none. So in theory, all these one are getting skipped, right? So the only thing that we do is the hair color, right? Is the hair color. Did I change this or not recently? Because that is what I'm trying to understand, right? The only thing is the hair color. Because I remember that sometime in the past, right? I did a check. Let me go back a lot, but it's kind of weird though. If you guys never seen it, I think it's strange. Let me go. I don't know, May 25, right? May 25. And let me see if the set traits of May 25 was different. Well, the only difference I see are my printouts, right? Are my printouts. So actually is identical, right? Okay, let me go, I don't know, September 24. September 24, but I assume it's not 1 year, right? We are having this problem. No, it's identical, so it's identical. Well, this one is highlighted, I don't know why, but it's exactly the same. That's very strange. language. Okay, so it seems that there is no evident problem with this function. But anyway, let's see what it does, right? So PS trait, well, we can also do another thing. We could also disconnect this completely and see if we get the default character. But let's follow hair color one sec. No, let's do this because it's quicker. Let's disconnect hair color completely. Hair color is going here. So let's disconnect this. Okay. Let's disconnect this and see if we get the proper character. In theory we should. In theory we should get a base character with no problems now, right? If things make sense in the replication. If things make sense in the replication, my boys. We are eating some pizzas tonight, but it's a very expensive pizza. I think it's the most expensive pizza I ever ate. Usually a pizza in Italy ranges from, you know, €7 to 11, roughly. Oh my god, it's still not working. So there is still something else happening. There is still something else happening. So there is another set trait that happens. But you see that now when we kill reload, it doesn't change. No, it does. Oh, wow. That's insane. I mean, we completely disconnected this, right? Okay. Let me do one more test, even more drastic, right? We will disconnect this. We will disconnect this. So disconnecting this, basically we do nothing on the client, right? But I'm thinking that maybe the swap of mesh is still done on the server. No, it's not. No, it's not. Okay, I completely disconnected this, right? So this set trait is doing nothing. So it seems that the problem is not in this function. Yeah, so I was saying that the pizza usually ranges like from 5, 6 to up to 10, 11 maximum. But the pizza I ordered tonight is costing €20, which is kind of insane. I never seen a pizza like that. €20. How can a pizza cost €20? I don't know. I mean, I didn't order it. I just chose it on a list that my friend gave me. Like said, oh, which pizza you want? I just selected one kind of randomly. I mean, the one that I like the most, but yeah. So it seems to be confirmed, right? That definitely the problem is not inside set rate, right? It's not inside set rate. Okay. Okay. So if the problem is not inside of this, where the hell can it be? Because where are we actually changing? Because, you know, when we are changing hair style, when we are changing hairstyle, right, we are setting mesh hair, right? By the way, why this is empty? Huh? Ah, because we remove it. Okay. Mesh hair. Okay, so in theory, if we search, right, in all our code, this variable, mesh add set hidden in game. Mesh hair set hidden in game. Mesh bird set hidden in game. When we go first person. No, but I don't think we ever go here, right? Nah, I don't think so. Then we hide it when we put an elm. Yep. I mean, that's fine. But we don't have an elm on this character, right? We don't. Sorry, this character. But anyway, no, we don't have an elm on him, for sure. So there is this and this. Then there is this thing. That is only setting the material, but not the mesh. And then there is this one, which is inside set rate, which we completely disconnected, right? We completely disconnected. So at the moment, here there is nothing doing a change. It's very strange. Okay, let's go outside of PS character, because maybe it's outside of PS character. I don't know. I don't know. Actually, we have something in the stone hammer. Yeah, but I think it's just for the stone hammer. Yeah, this is just when we set, right? Mesh hair. Yes, this is just when we set the current hair on this variable that then we can reuse, right? Yes. I hope we are not we are not changing the hair directly. Caviar pizza with truffle topping. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I mean, the other no is this one. Is this one. Is this one. I can show it to you. Is this one. I don't know. I mean, 20 euros seems to be ridiculous for a pizza. Is this one. Which means a cream homemade. I mean, he has a cream homemade of pistachios of a specific place, and some milk cheese something, some mortadella that I cannot translate, but it's basically this ham-like thingy. A very special sweet cheese and pistachios again. 20 euro. Holy shit. I think I never had a pizza of 20 euro in my life. Never. I guess we're gonna have it anyway, and I will tell you how it was. It's basically the cost of 2 pizzas, right? Pretty much. It's basically the cost of 2 pizzas. Yeah, but I don't see anything, right? I don't see anything here which is actually doing what we see, right? Wait. Check special attack. No, it's on the helm. It's again on the helm. Nah, this is all the stuff that we saw already. These are all the places that we saw already. So here we are inside set trade, yeah. These are all the places that we saw already. So there seems to be nothing, unless I'm missing something, but there seems to be nothing on the client. Yeah, in the blueprints at least, not on the client. In the blueprints, that is actually changing that mesh. Okay. There is nothing on the client that is changing that mesh, but still, if I reload this NPC, he's changing his hair, right? Even if he's receiving the same traits. So is this mesh the default one or not for the Stonebreaker? No, not even, because this is the default. So if you don't set anything, it should look like this, right? If you don't set anything, it should look like this. So I don't understand what the hell is going on in this life. So then what? So is something on the server side that is I mean, we can debug the server side and we can understand if there is another trade that is getting sent at any time. But if there was, right? If there was, we would see it. If there was, we would see it because we would see the on rep. Because as soon as that variable changes... Do we have any link trades? I don't think we have any link trades. No. There are no link trades. So this doesn't even execute. This doesn't even execute. I mean, that is ridiculous, actually. I mean, I can check everywhere this is used. Like, is the loading wrong, right? Is the loading wrong? Server side. Set trade for location. I mean, what I can do, I can remove this, right? There are really no places where this is doing anything. Ah, wait. Wait a second. Trait ID, get trait ID. Uh-oh, what is this? If this thing is called twice, I will have... no, because it is initialized here. No, it's just getting the trait ID from here. No, I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I mean, I don't know if trait ID is actually replicate. No, it's not. I don't know. It seems to be a mystery, really. Load in all data in the new character. And this, by the way, is used only for when you clone an NPC. So it's not the case. It's not the case. That is insane, boys. That is absolutely insane. Did I change this location count? No, I think I didn't. This thing is here since like 20 years. This never changed. Lot of special ingredients? Yeah, but still. Who's buying it, you know? I don't know. So you know what we can do? Let's do it. I don't know. I'm completely out of ideas at the moment. Completely out of ideas. But let's do this. Let's remove this function. Let's remove this function. So I will remove this. So basically this is not replicating. Let me remove also this. And also this. So we will not replicate anything, right? We will not replicate anything anymore. I mean, also I didn't change Unreal Engine version, anything, right? So you cannot say, oh, it's a regression because Unreal Engine is now considering the meshes differently or what, right? It's so weird. I mean, I'm pretty sure that it happened from the last release. Or maybe from the one before, but definitely I mean people would have told me, right, that there were dwarfs without beard. People would have told me for sure. Let me ask Widget, maybe he noticed. Let me ask Widget if he noticed. Did you notice the dwarfs without beard, the NPC dwarfs without beard, only from this release? Guys, did you notice the NPC dwarfs without beard only from this release? Or was it happening also before? And any one of you in the chat, if you noticed that, right? Because I'm really surprised. I'm really surprised. And it's not just the beard. The beard, I think, is the most evident because is missing, right? It makes the character look like his face is empty. Did not notice before. I think if you spoke to at least one dwarf, I mean, one thing that we could do, we can also revert everything on my machine, you know, to the previous release, and we can see if it happens or not. It's fairly easy to do because I can just go back in SVN, recompile everything, and right. But at this point, I mean, it's very, very strange. I cannot understand why. It's like if something else is setting the mesh. But in theory, nothing is set in the hair mesh except for the traits, right? I mean, no one is changing. I mean, yeah, if you have a helm, maybe, but this guy does not have a helm, right? No, this guy does not have a helm. So, and at the moment there's no visual equip, so you cannot even say, oh, is the visual equip messing up, right? It's not. It's the same. It's the same. So even without any replication, this guy is randomly changing. What the fuck? Ah, that is insane. This makes no sense. What is happening here somehow? What is happening in the loading? But this is the load. I think this is the save. It's trying to save the traits. Okay. It's trying to save the traits. Well, I don't know if that's a great idea, but anyway. That is all in the character creation, so this one is not our... Did I change the initialization of FPS trait? Let me see this. Maybe I changed this. PS trait, CPP, right? Let's see if we change this class in any way. Let's see if we change this class in any way. Recently. Kind of recently. Source, server, client. No. Bulk object, PS trait. PS3.h. Let me see the log. The last time this class was changed was 2023. Wow. And PS trait CPP. August 24. August 24. Yeah, we just moved this there, but it's no change. Basically no change. So no, this class has never been changed recently. Ay. Let me see. Hey, the problem is. Let me see if I have anything about traits in the log, but I don't think so. 2nd of August 25. No. This class has never changed. This class never changed. It's always the same class. never changed. This class never changed, so it cannot be here, right? It cannot be here. Cannot be here. Cannot be here. The problem is that it happens also with other characters, right? It's not just so. Oh crap. I was testing. The Dare Gear stuff. Why Journey looks like that? Why Journey looks like that, huh? That is not the greatest idea. Unfortunately, I will have to go soon. That's the problem. To eat my 20 euro pizza. To eat my 20 euro pizza. Is a lemur male. Okay. And it is another kind of mystery, right? That this hairstyle and it's happening only with hair and beard. But if I reload him, right? You see? That is changing the hairstyle? I mean, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. How does that freaking happen? So did I change kill NPC? Did I change kill NPC for whatever reason? That is going through another piece of code or something? He's doing load character data, right? So he's basically reloading the character completely from scratch. And this load character data... Well, actually, now that I remember, I did a change here or not? Admin manager, let me see. Admin manager. Amel as his base. Added it manually. But I think I added it manually. Just because it was looking too bad. But it does not in the in this version. I mean, it does. I don't know what happened. Admin manager, right? Admin manager, unfortunately, is a class that has a 3 million lines of code, and so it's very hard to Let me do a comparison with kill NPC because I have I remember that no, I added only comments. You see, I added only comments. Character data, right? We go through load character data, which is inside character loader. Character data, which is inside character PS character loader. Now we can see if this changed. Bulk objects. It's so strange, my boys. It's ridiculous. I changed this somehow. August 15. What do you mean August 15? August 15. Conversion to U543. Ah, 24. August 24. Not 25. Yeah, that was kind of weird. I was thinking how it is possible. Wait. So load character data. Load character data. This is the working copy, and it is August 24, right? Are there any changes? There are no changes, bro. There are no changes. There are no changes. There is a change down here, but it's not. It's only on the save. Do you think it's the save that is messing up? No, I mean, like, he's saving, but he's not saving NPC, that's for sure. So I would say no. But anyway, I have to go, guys, unfortunately. I don't understand. I mean, what we've proven, right, is that the change is not coming from a client-side blueprint set trait, right? It's not coming from there. And also the strange thing is that, is it random? Let me reload it. Yeah, you see, like now it changed to this, right? So it looks like it's random, which is even more strange, right? I mean, the only thing that we randomize, right, is the generated events. That's the only thing that we randomize. But generated events, right, do not call that code. Because generated events, because you can generate a random NPC, right? You can generate a random NPC. Yes. And the random NPC. Let me see how he gets the traits, for a second. It goes through load dynamic. It goes through load dynamic. It goes through load dynamic. Does load dynamic also have the traits? Yes, it does. Is this array? Yes, it does. Load dynamic actually has the traits. Right? Ah, because I changed the morph functionality. Okay. Wait a second. Maybe I decided to call another function in the morph. We should see if we are going through this when we are reloading the character. I mean, in theory not, but load traits from array. Load traits from array. Load PS character load traits from array. Did I do any change to this? I don't think so, but let's see. PS character. Really have to go. PS character. PS character. PS character. PS character. PS character. So maybe I will be here. I will be here late night, but no, I didn't change it. I didn't change this. I don't know, guys. I think the easiest is to roll back to the previous release on my machine and see if it still does it. I think it's probably the easiest. The problem is that the database will be different. But anyway, I have to go. Thank you for watching. And if you want to click follow on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube, that's always a good idea. And yup, I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow I will try to stream a bit more to recover today. So you will see me more tomorrow, hopefully. Okay? Bye-bye.